What's up, YouTube? Ron323 Gaming here, making me another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing we're going to be seeing who won the MVP and shit. We're going to be seeing the matchups. We're going to be seeing everything. Alright, so we're gonna simulate week 17. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what happens. And yeah, man, so we're gonna simulate it. Alright, we're gonna see what happens. And yeah, man, so here we go, week 17. Alright, we ain't gonna play the Milan because Milan gonna win, obviously, right? Yep, they won. Even though that's a rematch of a wild card, which is crazy, but it don't really have the stakes, so it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. Alright. But yeah, man, I didn't edit this video out, so it's kind of like, it's 15 minutes. I ain't feel like really doing it. I don't know why I didn't edit this shit out. I was just lazy. So right now, we're going to be doing the wild card. Well, not the wild card, but we're going to be putting up the stats. We're gonna see, what's going on, alright. So, Rusty Cleveland, the only quarterback with 100 yards, but obviously he's out for the year, so it doesn't really matter. Michael Brackens had 97 completion percentage. Kevin Westbrook led the league in passing yards with 3,952, with Tucker, who's right behind him. So these are the 3,000 yards QBs. Alright, no quarterback threw for 4,000 yards. I think Martin Simpson had 4,000 last year, if I ain't mistaken. But his season was pretty disappointing, but he was alright. I thought his stats was worse. I thought he threw more interceptions, but nah, he only had 16 interceptions. But Martin Simpson only threw 26 touchdowns. And Victor Tucker leads the league in touchdowns. Only 4 quarterbacks threw 30, which is Tucker, Michael Brackens, James Goolsby, and Kevin Westbrook, who's a Pro Bowler for the first time. So good on him, alright. The interception wise, he had the least amount. So these quarterbacks only threw single interceptions. The backup quarterback doing his thing, but Pat McGee had 24 interceptions. Victor Tucker, even though he had a great year, and Westbrook, they both threw 20 interceptions. Completions, they led the league in completions. These are the quarterbacks that have over 300 completion percentage. Alright, so these are the quarterbacks who had 300 completions, not percentage, but over 300 completions, basically. Alright, I don't really care about the percentage right now. So who took the most sacks? They take the least amount of sacks, Eli Wells, but he took the most amount of sacks, so that's not a good thing. So yeah, but he's still a Pro Bowler though, so he's good. He'd be fine. Alright, these quarterbacks took over 40 sacks. Yards wise, rushing yards, 1,000-yard rushers. So these are the running backs that ran over 1,000 yards. Touchdowns, only 5 running backs got 10 rushing touchdowns. Alright, only 5. Okay. Fumbles, took the most fumble. Yeah, it's quarterback, obviously, so it doesn't even matter. Alright. And then receiving, so only 3 receivers got 100 receptions. Only 3. Okay. 1,000-yard receivers. So no player led the league in receiving yards. 2 of them led the league in receiving yards. They tied it. Alright, so good on them, I guess. But yeah, man, these are the 1,000-yard receivers. Here you go. I guess John Kirby, barely 1,000 receiving yards, but had 15 touchdowns. Led the league in touchdowns. If he had that 5 touchdown game, we won't be in this predicament. Yeah, his stats would look a lot more worse if he had that one great game. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Drops. Who got the most drops is Perry. Pancakes. Only 2 players got over 70 pancakes. Why he allowed over 20 sacks. Then tackles. Alright. These are the players who led the league in tackles and shit. And tackles for loss. So these are players who led the league in tackles. Here you go. Tackles for loss. Yeah. Sacks. You know what I mean? I was just bullshitting here, man. So nope. Led the league in sacks. Interceptions. Only 2 players. All right, pass deflections. All right, forced fumbles. Yep. And then let me see, 2 blocks and a safety. All right then, man. So there you go, man. Touchdowns. Yeah. All right, man. So we gotta look at the other stats, career stats, because it's season 3. We won't see how these quarterbacks been progressing. All right. So Michael Brackens, career-wise, got the highest efficiency rating out of all the quarterbacks. Only 4 quarterbacks got over 40-90 rating. Martin Simpson lead career-wise in passing yards with 11,000. Only 2 quarterbacks got over 10,000 passing yards so far, or 3. Touchdowns is Goolsby and Martin Simpson, who leads the bunch. Makes sense, as they was the best quarterbacks in season 1 and season 2. All right, Goolsby got to get 100 touchdowns, as Goolsby has got the most interceptions. So he on his Brett Favre timing, it seems like. And then completions is Martin Simpson, who leads the... So he got the most yards and the most completions and the second most in touchdowns and top 5 in passing yards. So Martin Simpson, technically speaking, is the best quarterback of all time, bar from none. All right. He had a unanimous MVP season last year. Season 3 wasn't the best, but he still was pretty decent. Well, he ain't made to no Pro Bowl. All right, so yeah, I don't know. It's the first time he missed a Pro Bowl, but career-wise, these are the running backs who have over 3,000 rushing yards career-wise. Touchdowns. Ooh, Preston got the most touchdowns so far. So Preston doing his thing. All right, then you love to see it. And then fumbles, obviously you got these players, man. And then receiving, okay, so it's an old receiver, makes sense. But you got Ben Brunson, who has the most receptions. Yeah, he gonna have the most receiving yards because he's a free agent and shit. Once he retires, most likely, his stats won't look all that good. So you know it is what it is, man. All right, so he's been playing. He didn't get played in 2004, but he got signed in 2005. It seemed like, I don't know, we signed this nigga to a contract, but he was signed in 2005. He had a decent year. And then 2006, he didn't really do well in 2006. He was terrible. But yeah. All right, so there's his stats, man. Okay. There are his stats. All right, touchdown-wise is Brunson and Corey Shaw. Oh, Corey Shaw got the tie for the most receiving touchdowns ever? Damn. I mean, Shaw has been real good, but I'm just saying. All right. Yes, he's an NFL icon. Yes, he's an NFL icon. Oh, shit. All right. NFL icon. Martin Simpson, Michael Brackens, Eli Wells. NFL icon. Obviously, that great Super Bowl year. All right. All these, well, he's a backup quarterback. He's no icon. NFL icon, even though he's out for the year. So, yeah. He's not an icon. I don't know how. He's an icon. All right. Yes, James Goolsby's an NFL icon. All right. So, yeah. Blocking. All right. Blocking. All these players got blocking. All right. So, good for them, I guess. Pancakes. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at these stats and shit, okay? I'm just rambling on, just doing my thing. How it is in the sack department. All right. 44 sacks. All right. So, they allow the most sacks. Tackles. Okay. Skip Young got over 400 tackles. Yeah, there's a couple free agents, a couple old players that have been playing for a long time. So, yeah. He didn't play for 04 and 05, but he got picked up in 2006. But he playing for a long time. Another free agent. All right. Another fucking free agent. Got all these guys. Also didn't play 4 and 05, but he did play in 2006. And he had a decent year, I guess. Good for him, right? You know what I mean? Sacks, obviously, leads the league in career-wise in sacks, interceptions. So, yeah, most interceptions, forced fumbles. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Fumbles recovery. Yeah. Defensive touchdowns. Okay. Oh. All right, man. All right, so that's really it for the most part, right? So, let's look at the awards, man. Let's see the awards, man. All right. Let's see who won the awards. You see that. But we're going to look at the horse trailer player of the week. All right, Ty Black, who was player of the week in week 13. Week 14 was Bridges, and then Benson, and then Woodson, and then Hall. But we don't care. You know who's MVP. Victor Tucker is your new MVP as he beat out Michael Brackens, who lost again. Michael Brackens was number 2 again. Mars Simpson was top 5, but Michael Brackens was number 2 again. Offensive player of the year goes to OJ Taylor, obviously. Victor Tucker almost won that shit too. Michael Brackens, number 2 again. Gang, it's a revenge tour. It's a revenge tour like none other. Because ain't no fucking way they ain't do my man Michael Brackens again. I could have been an MVP again, but I got outmatched by Michael Brackens. Beat Victor Tucker though. He beat Victor Tucker, but Victor Tucker just threw more touchdowns. He had 37 touchdowns. But he had like 22 interceptions. Nah, they robbed my nigga Michael Brackens. They robbed my nigga Michael Brackens. They robbed my nigga. They robbed my nigga. But these are the best quarterbacks in the league. Alright. First team all pros. Running back, obviously, is an all pro. OJ Taylor. Alright. Good for them and shit. You know what I mean? Alright. Wide receiver Kirby. Only got that because he had over 300 receiving yards. That one game gave him the edge. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. John Kirby is only a first team all pro because he had over 300 receiving yards and had like 5 touchdowns and shit. I just realized I left my door unlocked. It is what it is, man. Ain't nobody coming here. All right, man. Defensive back pro. Jesus Christ. All right. And then first team all pros a kicker, man. So yeah, man. So then we got the coach Milan. All right, he won the coach, man. Bellick and the Reds and shit. So yeah. And then we're gonna look. So yeah, that's crazy. Victor Tucker's your MVP, bro. Fuck. All right. Let's look at the standings. So the Devils have home field advantage after beating the Bats. So yeah, the Bats going to take the number 2 seed. And then the Reds, the Monaco Reds, going to take the number 3 seed. They're the French champions in Dortmund. Ooh, the new German champions. The Wolves, thanks to the fact that they lost a quarterback, they're number 4. So the Wolves are the 6th seed. And the Lions barely missed the playoffs. Madrid, Indians, and Vikings both missed the playoffs. Alright, so yeah, this conference was stacked. This Alliance conference was stacked. Then the Nation conference. It was kind of ass. Alright, look at the records. The Blues are number 3. The Lions are number 4. They clinched the Dutch division again. Gunners number. Oh, you know what that means. Oh, you know what that means. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. The Italian champions, Milan Devils, and the Rome Wolves are going back to the playoffs. All right, and then the French champions, 3rd time in a row. All right, again, edging out the Lions. Okay, and then you got the German champions. This time, Dortmund is now your new German champions as the Wolfsburg lost to them. And then the Spain champions, Valencia, once again, as they just obliterated back to back. Monaco, and then the English champions is Chelsea for the first time as the Gunners who had to go to wild card. Then the Reds are your Belgium champions as the Kings make it back to the playoffs. Okay, but the Antwerp Reds, man, they fell off. They fell off hard. And then the Portugal champions is the Lesbian Lions. So a new team is your Portugal champions. Then the Dutch champions is once again the Lions. So they 3rd time are the Dutch champions, all right? In that weak ass division. But let's look at it. So the Monaco Reds and the Wolfsburg Wolves will be playing for how many times now? This is going to be their 4th time. Low-key rivalry. You know what happened last game. And then we got this game. Ooh, that's a rivalry? Okay. So we got 2 rivalry games. All right, then. Then you got the Dortmund and Wolves. That's an intriguing matchup. You know what time it is. The best rivalry in the series. Arsenal Gunners and the Hague Lions meet in the playoffs for the third straight year. They played 2 times. One in the regular season and one in the playoffs. Both were champions. Well, the Lions are the defending champions. They beat Arsenal to get to the championship and win. Yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, Arsenal versus the Lions again. Yo, this shit might be ridiculous, man. Oh, brother. But that's going to do it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye.